I was asked to share the word that I shared with all powerlifters at the second annual Throwdown in the Dog Pound last night at Alvord, Texas. And that word came from the book of Esther. And I have a newborn baby girl. She's a little over a week old. And I thought that she needed to start hearing about some strong women in the Bible. So I chose Esther as our first story. And in that story, just to cut out a whole lot of the details, it got to a point where a man named Haman wanted to kill the Jews. And the King Ahasuerus, signed a decree that allowed him to do that. And Esther was a Jew. She had an uncle named Mordecai. Mordecai reached out to her and said, "Hey, you're going to have to tell the king something, or else every Jew, all your family's going to die. And then when he finds out that you're a Jew, you're going to die too. But if you won't stand up and deliver us, God will deliver us another way. But what if God has called you for a time such as this?" And our word in Alvord Powerlifting this year, and it's actually a word that we've stood on the last 4 years that I've been at Alvord, is Kazakh Amatz. Paradise uses rock Kazakh Amatz. It's all the same. Kazakh means to be strong. Amatz means to be courageous. And I was telling those powerlifters last night that you have to be strong and courageous. Okay? God has not called us to easy things. There are going to be some things that cause you to doubt, some things that cause you to fear, some things that cause you to be strong and courageous in Christ, only if you choose to be. Just like Esther when she walked into the king's room, when at that time, if you walked into the king's room uninvited or unannounced, you were put to death. She had to have some courage. She had to have some amatz to walk into the king's room and demand some things. God has called us to be strong and courageous, not to do easy things, but to do hard things. Sometimes you got to step out in faith and have a little bit of a motz about you in order to accomplish the things that God has called you to do. That's my word.